What's up, nerds? Welcome to the Nerdy News. We've got some things to talk with you today from the world of Marvel, the world of DC, a little bit of Star Wars stuff, and then a couple other little nuggets that we're going to dribble out for you. That's right, dribbling nuggets. Stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how to win this Wanda Funko Pop that will be giving away here very soon. So first of all, let's start with a couple of non-aligned sort of news nuggets here. The first one, we've been hearing all kinds of stuff about the Snyder Cut, of course. Zack Snyder does do things other than the Justice League. He is the brains behind a film called Army of the Dead. As you know, I love zombie things. Army of the Dead released a trailer, stars Dave Bautista. It is a heist film in Las Vegas during a zombie apocalypse. Comes out on Netflix on May 21st. It's going to be an instant watch for me. I get the impression from your face that it may not be for you.
I mean, I'm surprised it's not going to be on Sci-Fi.
Hey, don't knock Sci-Fi. Resident Alien is pretty rad.
It is a great show. That's actually one of the best shows they put out. But yeah, I don't know about that movie doing well.
I gotta be honest. I'm actually a little more excited about it, just because I think Dave Bautista has proven that he's like pretty good, you know, with all of the stuff that he's done with the MCU films. I think he'll be fine. Plus, it's zombies. I mean, you just got to have good blood splatters, and it's pretty decent.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry and I both were huge G.I. Joe fans growing up. And so we were both excited to see the news that Amazon is developing a Lady J series with Eric Olesen, who worked on Daredevil and Arrow, as the showrunner. And it's being produced by Lorenzo di Bonaventura, who is best known for producing the Transformers franchise. What do you think about this series? Is it a one-off? Is there going to be connections? How do you feel about this?
I think it's pretty smart. I think a few months ago when we were doing our, wish list of shows that would come out, that was one of the ones that we thought it's a franchise that people really aren't taking advantage of. And so I know that they are making a Snake Eyes movie. So I can see the idea that do similar to what Disney's doing, do a movie and do a TV show. And then at the very end, have some kind of big, event happen where all these characters are joined together.
Right.
The Lady J characters, it's a character that's worth delving into. So, I mean.
Right. Yeah. She was most recently played on screen by Adrian Palicki, who we know as Mockingbird from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is a character I'd like to see come back, but that's a discussion for a different show. Anyway, all right, moving on to Star Wars. A couple little Star Wars nuggets. The first one is kind of a Star Wars / video game nugget. Republic Commando, which was it's a classic PC and Xbox game, is going to be re-released on PS4 and Switch. Jerry, are you going to be any more excited to play this game than you are Battlefront 2?
It's not that I don't like Star Wars games. Battlefront 2, they tried to do too much and the game just wasn't great. And it was too dark. I've said this a million times. I'm over the age of 21. I drink when I play video games. Don't put me in a situation where I'm going to have to walk into a dark corner and not be able to figure out how to get my way back out of it. Like, this is just a stupid idea.
Yes, hunting Ewoks was not our finest moment.
Yes, that's for sure. So if the same reason why I stopped playing the Avenger game, like I can't see where I'm supposed to be walking. I had double vision. Same reason why I'm not in the car is the same reason why I'm not playing this game. So I guess it could be good if it's a daytime game.
If you're sober.
That's not gonna happen.
I don't know about all that. Something very exciting for me. The animated series spinoff of the Clone Wars entitled The Bad Batch, which follows an experimental group of clone troopers, will be premiering on Disney Plus May 4th, May the 4th, Star Wars Day. I'm very excited about that one. I'm still trying to prod my homeboy over there on the other side of the screen to get more into the animated side of Star Wars. I'll get him there yet one of these days.
I try. It's just,
So Tom Holland, who is just adorable, recently revealed, isn't he though? He's just a little, oh, hello, I'm so British and I spoil things. He recently revealed that he auditioned for the role of Finn, that famously was given to John Boyega. He said it was terrible. He said his audition was terrible. But he's proven he's a pretty good presence on screen. How would you have felt if we would have had a Tom Holland as Finn?
Well, I mean, he says that his audition was terrible, and John Boyega says that his experience on the stage was terrible. So,
yeah,
I guess that character was just meant to have a shitty day.
Yeah,
I don't see that being the right choice. Although, I mean, her name's Daisy Ridley, right? The one they're both in a movie together now, so I guess we could see what kind of on-screen chemistry they have with each other. Maybe it would have done well. I think they made the right choice. Put him in Spider-Man. He's especially with the poor way that they dealt with the Finn character. It would have been a waste, and it would have probably have hurt him in a franchise like Superman or Spider-Man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't think he would have been the best choice for that. John Boyega was a great choice, I thought, but like you said, the character, they didn't do what they should have done with that character. I think they dropped the ball big time on the Finn character, but oh well, such is life.
Maybe Disney can make it up to him.
Maybe so. Moving on to DC, Superman and Lois just premiered. It was very good.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. I thought I would give it a solid 6 out of 10 for the first episode. Visually, I gave it like an 8 or 9. Yes. I think the characters still felt a little bit robotic, and I think it's just something they have to do after a few episodes. I'm sure they'll start getting comfortable within their casting. Right. I actually liked the story idea that they had all together, though. I thought it was a cool idea.
Yes, yeah, this is probably the most excited I've been about anything in the Arrowverse. Other than Black Lightning and Legends of Tomorrow. I think
is it still considered the Arrowverse, or is it going to be like the Superman verse now?
Well, I think because Tyler Hoechlin's Superman has been involved with the Arrow characters, I think you would consider it part of the Arrowverse. That would be my guess.
What do you think of the big reveal at the very end? Did you see it coming?
I didn't see it coming. I'm excited to see where they go with it. We won't spoil it here today. No. Jerry's going to spoil it for you guys, though, in a video pretty soon. He just told me. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing more from that. Speaking of Superman, one last piece of DC news. Director Ta-Nehisi Coates and the illustrious J.J. Abrams have been tapped for a Man of Steel reboot. They're rebooting another thing in DCEU.
I did hear, though, it's a soft reboot that Henry Cavill is still tied to the picture.
I heard that they're making him black.
Well, I just want to see this family tree.
The last thing that I saw,
I'll tell you this much: 23andMe on Krypton, that shit's off the hook. People just like, what?
23andMe, those family trees either don't have branches or they're entangled in another tree.
Branch on that tree. It's like a pine tree. It's just like 14 feet of trunk and then like 4 or 5 branches at the very top.
Yeah. And apparently one's black.
And Mexican.
That's right. That's right. Yes. Sasha Calle recently cast as Supergirl for the DCEU. And she is Latina.
Yeah, I think that's good. I thought that was a great choice. I still think Henry Cavill is a good Superman. I don't know why you're going to recast a Superman that is perfectly good. Like, he's not a bad Superman. I'm also big on the idea of people changing character. If you want to give us strong black characters in Marvel, in DC, create strong black characters. Yeah. I don't need you to whitewash somebody.
That's right. I know what you mean. So we'll see what happens there. Last little section to talk about here is Marvel, of course. So a couple of things. MODOK, a new trailer released for MODOK, which is a stop motion animation series following the villain MODOK, but it's a comedy, and it stars the voice talents of Patton Oswalt. News came out that all 10 episodes of MODOK will be premiering on May 21st, on Hulu. So it's going to be bingeable. No word on how long the episodes are. but I imagine that's going to be like a I'm done in one weekend kind of show. Assuming it's good.
And it'll be done for good.
Yeah.
It's one of the last projects made by the hierarchy that is no longer with Marvel. So I don't see it going very further than the first season, unless like there's this huge ratings for it, and I still don't see it going any further.
No. And I actually am a little bit unhappy about the existence of this show, just because I feel like they've tainted the character of MODOK, which I think could have been brought up at some point in the MCU, and maybe it still will be. Maybe this is just, a funny haha sort of like sitcom or whatever, but
I don't see it tainting it because of the campiness of the claymation. If it was a character, like an actual person-driven show, like I could see that it could give it a bad taste in the mouth. But it's like watching the cartoons and watching an Avenger cartoon and then watching the movie. It's not the same thing.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be enjoyable, but I don't know. I'll let you know in May.
Yeah.
We got trolled this week by the cast of Spider-Man. Jumped right on YouTube sharing Tom Holland's title reveal, which then of course was followed up by Jacob Batalon and Zendaya's title reveals, which were all nonsense, all three of them. We have a permanent title now, Spider-Man 3 No Way Home. Tom Holland insists that there is no Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield involvement. He says, if there is, they hit it for me really well. Okay, Tom, we'll see. We'll see about that. Also interesting is that this is Tom Holland's last contracted film as Spider-Man. Jerry's turning into the genie from Pee-wee's Playhouse over there. Mecha leka hi, mecha hi ni ho.
I'm Lawrence Fishburne.
So I don't know. Do you believe him, or do you think we're getting Holland? We think we're getting Holland, Maguire, and Garfield all in one place.
I don't believe him at all.
No. With the castings that they've had so far, there's no way they're not bringing back the old Spider-Man.
And just the sightings that they've seen also,
right.
I mean, this idea that they are somehow you just flying these people out to Atlanta for no reason.
Yeah, just to go to the Coca-Cola Museum. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're getting all the Spider-Men and all the Spider-Villains, and it's happening. I'm sure of it. Last little Marvel nugget, Loki, which is going to be one of the amazing Disney Plus series that we get to see this year, premiering June 11th. Can't wait. WandaVision is about to wrap up. Getting Falcon.
Like I'm a character from Back to the Future.
Did somebody change something in the timeline?
Somebody stepped on a grasshopper and I'm just disappearing.
Somebody just butterfly affected Jerry straight out of them nerds. All right. That's the nerdy news today. Join us for more coverage of especially WandaVision as it wraps up. And if you know this, the word of the day, say it. We're here on Pee-wee's Playhouse with the floating genie head over here.
Say my name. I feel like this is like never-ending story. Sebastian, say my name. What is going on? This is the weirdest thing that ever happened.
I don't know, bro. Green screens are fun.
Oh, I'm phasing out.
Oh no! Yeah, it's like the transporter. It's vanishing. All right, guys, that's it from Them Nerds today. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can win this Wanda Funko Pop. All you need to do is interact with our content on YouTube or on social media at We Them Nerds, and you will be entered to win. And we will be giving this away after the conclusion of the season of WandaVision. So we'll include those last reviews in all of our kind of comment and interact sort of criteria. And that'll be that. That's it from us today. Be good. Be good to each other. Try not to vanish.
Stay nerdy.
Later, guys.
Just stay on screen.
Stay present. Yes. Later, guys.